Okay, thank you, Miss Beltran. Try natin. Kamusta po kayo? Post. Bago lang. Ayan, pwede na po kayong mag-reply. You can click the Q&A. Makikita niyo po yan sa inyong menu bar para makareply po kayo. Yan, kamusta po kayo ngayon? Are you flourishing or withering or drained? Masaya po ba kayo? Another question ako. So, pwede niyo pong click yung Q&A sa taas po. And then, you can answer the questions that I posted. Masaya po ba kayo? Ayan. Tanong, masaya po ba kayo? Ayan.
Miss, no access po kasi yung sa Q&A, Miss.
Ano po? No access din?
No access
Ay,
po. Opo.
ayan naman. May nakasagot naman si Ma'am Soliman po. Ayan. Try niyo po ulit kaya. There's one po naka-access. Ala, sorry. Hindi ko na-check to. Anonymous post allows, ano na. Ayan, kamusta po kayo? And, okay. Masaya po ba kayo? Sana naman, ano po hindi nyo itatanong paano na nga ba maging masaya. Masaya po ba? Sige, kahit ano po, yung icons na lang po. Ayan, may nakaka-reply naman po. Try nyo po ulit. Ayan. Ayan, nag-heart na lang si Ma'am. Thank you. So, let's start ng magpasayahin natin. One way to be happy is to count our blessings. So, let's identify the three simple things that make us happy or will make you happy. Ano po kaya yung things that will make you happy? Things that make you happy. Sige, kung hindi po makaka-chat, ayan, pwede naman pong heart na lang or you can write it on the paper. Most importantly po ay meron kayong responses sa aking mga questions po. Ayan po. What are the things that make you happy? Try to identify just three simple things that make you happy. Kasi with that, no, the things that you're grateful for, maybe po. And then, with that, baunin po natin sa dasal. So we move into our prayer. Na habang nire-recall natin, what are the things that we're grateful for and what are the things that make us happy, ay mag-ano po tayo, mag-prayer po tayo.
I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you in all the lovely things so fine and true. I see you in the beauty of the flowers and the rain. I see you between the lines of a sweet refrain. I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you. Even when I'm lonely and in pain, I see you in the beauty of the stars at night. I see you in my life, I feel alright. can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I'm so blessed, my Lord, I can see you in the smile of a baby, sweet and true. I can see you in the eyes of my very best friends. I see you in these bonds, just like your love that never ends. I see you, Lord, in sorrow and in happiness. I see you in the glory of sweet success. I see you, Lord, every hour, every day. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I see you, Lord, in sorrow and in happiness. I see you with the glory of sweet success. I see you, Lord, every hour, every day. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I pray. I can see you, Lord, whenever I pray. I see you, Lord.
Balik po tayo. Siguro mas naisip nyo na yung mga bagay that makes you happy. There were responses here. Baka yung mga nasa cellphone will find it difficult to see the Q&A part, yung menu bar po, sa may menu bar. Pero yeah, Miss Teen, acts of love, service, and shared bonds. Yes. And you can respond by clicking the Q&A po. Hindi ko na-activate yung chat box natin. So, if you find it difficult, you can still participate, get a scratch paper or what, because it will be very good to participate actively. I would love to hear your responses po sa mga bagay na to. Ito po, Mr. Alfredo, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time with family and friends. That makes naman yan. Ayan. And do regular act of kindness. That's very true. When we do something good, it makes us happy. Thank you po for your responses. Kaya ito din yung mga techniques na i-share natin sa mga anak natin eh. When they find it hard to find happiness. Iba malungkot daw sila, no? There are ways to be happy and the best way is to be grateful. Ito daw yung happiness is not what makes us grateful. It is gratefulness that makes us happy. So why did I start with asking what makes you happy? Our topic is about well-being and happiness is a central component to well-being. So, kung masaya po kayo, click heart na lang po. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang isang component na magsasabi that you have positive well-being right now. Kung medyo hard for you to find happiness, pero pwede naman pong sabay ang emotions. Masaya ka, at the same time, something makes you sad. Pwede naman pong dual. Nagagalit ka, pero there are also things that make you happy pa din. No? Hindi naman completely anger na lang. Pwede po dalawang emotions at one time. Excuse me. So, but it is definitely not all there is to well-being. Hindi porke masaya ka, okay ka na po, no? Hindi lang yon. That's just a small part of it. So, let's try to define, ano nga ba yung well-being para mag-start tayo sa isang uh, knowledge na yan. So, well-being is a state of feeling healthy and happy. What kind of health is this? Meron po ba kaya kayo nitong health na to or tayo? The experience, check nyo kung meron kayo ha. The experience of health, that's physical health, mental health, ayan. Happiness, masaya po ba kayo? May mga areas masaya ako sa work, pero hindi ako masaya sa social life. Pero may happiness pa din, ano? And prosperity, maybe we can translate it into progress. Are you developing? O nasa stagnant ka na, andyan ka na lang, hindi ka na nagpo-progress. So, ayun po. If you're experiencing this three, you're in a, perhaps, no, sa good well-being. Ano pa po? When we feel a positive quality of life experiences, do you consider your life now quality? Is that what you dreamed of? Years back, ito ba yung kind of life that you would have want? O hindi pa? Ito na ba yun? O it's more than you expected, no? Is it more than you expected? So there are 5 things na in 1, 2, 3, 4 for in mental health, no? I mean well-being. So una-una yung good mental health. Paano mo malalaman na may good mental health ka? It's mostly about how you manage your emotions, no? You're able to maintain good relationship, you're able to cope with challenges. Tapos number 2, yung life satisfaction mo. Tanong ko nga, ayan, start discussion ulit ako. What rate your life satisfaction? Kagaya na nga tanong ko, is this what you wished for? This kind of life you have now? Is this the kind of life you've wished for maybe 10 years ago? Or 10 years ago? Or how many years ago? 20 years ago? So kindly, I'm posting another discussion. Kindly rate your life satisfaction. 10 being the highest, of course, and 1 the lowest. Ano na yung life satisfaction nyo? Sa mga hindi makahanap ng Q&A, pwedeng thumbs up, thumbs down, or heart kapag you're really satisfied with the life that you have now. Ayan, thumbs up naman, meron naman. So, di ba masaya kapag titignan natin, na dami nating problema, but come to think of it, ito naman pala ay masayang buhay. So if you have that, check ka na naman. First check, second check ka na sa meron kang ang karanasan mo ngayon, ikaw ay nasa state of a good well-being. Pangatlo, a sense of meaning and purpose. Ang tanong ko, para kanino ka bumabangon? Sabi nga sa isang commercial, di ba? Para kanino ka bumabangon? And why are you here in this webinar? Why do you do the things you do every day? What's your purpose? What's the meaning of in all of these things that you do? Check ba yan? May meaning ba ang inyong mga ginagawa? Or parang robot na po kayo? So, if you have that sense of meaning and purpose in life, that's a sign that you have a good well-being. And fourth po is your ability to manage stress. Stress is inevitable. Just as change inevitable. Hindi yan natin pwedeng mawala sa buhay. But how do you cope with stress? Now, your ability to manage it na hindi ka nawawala sa balance is a state, is a manifestation that you have a good well-being. Yeah. O, ilan dito ang meron po kayo? 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 1 out of 4, you can rate yourself. Kamusta ang well-being ninyo? Ano kayang score nyo, no? Sige nga, anong score? Score. 4 over 4, meron po. Ayan, again, yung mga bagong pasok po nasa Q&A po for you to be able to join the discussion. It's good to know kung lahat ay naka 4, no? 4 over 4. Now, there are areas that we have to look into sa ating well-being. So, there's emotional, spiritual, physical, mental, and social. Ngayon, you can just have a scratch paper with you or maybe you can just use your phone. Let's rate. Well-being have different areas and we need to check on each one of these every day. Pwedeng hindi sila pare-pareho. Like, for example, ito. So, i-rate natin from 1 to 5. Ang emotional mo, kamusta ngayon? Is it 5? Being the highest? Excellent ba? Or medyo may heartache ka, masama loob mo? Ayan. Spiritual. Are you regularly praying, attending the mass? Or low ka ngayon, spiritually low? Or it's Lenten season, baka mas tumataas. Nag-Stations of the Cross ka pa. Maybe 5 then or 4. How about your physical? Are you healthy? Or meron kang dinaramdam na sakit? And then your mental health, nadidrain ba yung isip mo kakaisip ng anong ulam bukas, mamayang gabi, 'di ba? Nakaka-drain minsan yung isipin, ano na naman aagahan bukas. Buti na lang wala nang pasok, hindi ka nagigising ng 4 o'clock. How many of you like me had to wake up at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. para lang mag-prepare, no? It's a good news for us, no? Hindi na tayo gigising ng ganong kaaga. O yan, no? Si Ma'am Karen nag-raise hand, no? Yes, it's a good news. So tumataas na yung mental kasi wala nang masyadong iniisip. Ayan. So, thank you for your reactions po. And then social, kamusta yung social life you? Kapag ang anak nyo ay medyo bata-bata pa. When I was a new mom, sunod-sunod po yung anak ko. So, yung aking first years na nanganak, nagkaroon ng anak, nawala yung social life ko. So, medyo low ang social life ko nun. Pero kamusta na ngayon? Okay na ba ang social life mo? Do you meet with your friends? You go out with your colleagues? Kamusta ang social life? Because that contributes to the well-being of a person. So you can rate yourself among these areas, 5 and 1 lowest and 5 highest. Tapos check nyo, alin dito yung medyo low that I need to work on to balance, to obtain a balanced well-being. Because well-being is not just in one area, no? Well-being is not something you are. It's something that you do, you work on. So after discovering ito, medyo low ako dito sa area na to, we try to work it out. And so, continuously, we do that. Sino po sa mahilig mag-online shopping dyan po? Yan, maki-raise hand nga tayo sa mahilig mag-online shopping. I know you're familiar with the bubble wrap. Ayan po. Why do parcels are wrapped in bubble wrap, 'di ba? Bakit sila naka-bubble wrap? Maybe you can raise your hand and baka gusto pong sumagot, pwede naman po mag-unmute ng mic. Bakit kaya naka-bubble wrap ang mga parcels na pag dinideliver sa atin? It's mainly to maintain to preserve the parcel, baka mabasag, para maingatan, di ba po? Ayan. Yes, Ma'am Judy, would you like to share? Mahilig po ba kayong online shopping? Yes, kasi fragile item sila. So, para hindi masira, ma-preserve yung quality ng product. Now, I always tell the students I meet about this, no, the bubble wrap. You have to have a bubble wrap para maprotektahan mo yung well-being. And for us parents, alamin natin ano ba yung pwede nating bubble wrap to protect our well-being. Aside from maintaining it, we also have to protect it. Kasi may mga pwedeng makasira ng ating well-being. Kagaya ng stress. No? Kagaya ng stress. Yung talagang matinding stress, maabot sa distress. But what's your protection from that? Dito papasok po yung self-care. O yan. Self-care isn't selfish. Most parents, maybe especially the moms, no, parang gigilty kapag bibigyan ng para sa sarili, bibili ng para sa sarili. I raise my hand there, no? Parang, unahin ko ba yung sarili ko o yung mga anak ko na lang? There's always that question, wag na lang ako, anak ko na lang, no? But the self needs that kind of bubble wrap that will protect the well-being. At ito na nga yung self-care. Let's check on the self-care na pagkakaintindi natin. So self-care is a process. It's a strategy, but mainly to promote healthy functioning and enhance well-being. Kapag hindi ito yung nagiging resulta, baka hindi po siya self-care, baka indulgence po yan, ano. So, it's finding balance. It is important to find balance in life. So, yung mentally, physically, hindi puro kain pag na-stress. Hindi puro isip lang ng isip ng problema. Hindi pwedeng laging emotional. Hindi pwedeng dahil na mo problema ka, you go out with friends more often, no? Kailangan may balance. And striking the balance is also a form of self-care. Pwede ka lumabas, yes, but never neglect other areas of your life. Baka kailangan mo palang mag-aral, no? Kasi kailangan mo increase din yung iyong kaalaman. Ayan. Kailangan mo palang mag-develop. And developing, no, increasing your knowledge, studying again, maybe perhaps a form of self-care to you. sometimes may mga area na kailangang bigyan ng tuon ng pansin. Okay, baka yung spiritual life medyo kailangan i-enhance, no? Mabilis ka mawala ng pag-asa. Check on your spiritual battery. Baka medyo ah, bumababa yung ano, spirituality. So, dagdagan ng dasal, dagdagan ng pagsisimba. Ayan. So, self-care is, ayan yung tingin ng iba, self-care is, yeah, food spa, massage. Yeah, self-care is giving what yourself needs. Hindi lang yung wants, ano po. Self-care is not indulgence. It's not indulgence. Pwede naman mga uh, budget na, low budget na self-care. Kasi we need to have a me time. May me time ba kayo? Yung sometimes instead na pampering, kasi yung self-care more on definition nila is pampering. Baka may kailangan lang natin is peace of mind, no? How many of you must prefer ang peace of mind kesa magpa-food spa, no? Yung magkaroon ka lang ng quiet moment at mag-recharge ka muna. 'Di ba ang cellphone dapat nire-recharge. Pero, dapat pag charge ang phone, hindi ginagamit. No? Kagaya ngayon, nagcha-charge tayo. Huwag mo na kayong magawa na kung ano-ano. Mag-charge mo na. Baka sumabog po kayo. No? Remember, you cannot give what you do not have. So, let's charge muna for now. Ano ba yung type of self-care na ginagawa niyo? Sige, you can start sharing. What is your self-care? What's your self-care? Would you like to, yung naka-raise po ng hand, would you like to share? Pwede naman po mag-share ayan, or sa chat na lang, sa Q&A natin. What's your self-care? Is it the physical? Hindi po kain ng kain, but it's nutrition, eating the right food and having an exercise. Pwedeng sa mental, you seek therapy or you talk to a friend, no? Kasi pag burden na burden ka na, you talk to a friend. Emotional, you guard your emotions, you try to regulate it. Kapag naiinis ka na, you take some time off. That's self-care, no? Hindi yung susugurin mo. Baka ma-high blood po kayo. Spiritual, do you attend spiritual activities, have quiet moment with the Lord? Ayan po. Intellectual, do you still read? Baka puro mga post sa Facebook na lang binabasa nyo, nakaka-dismaya yung mga post sa Facebook ngayon. It would be good to find books, no? You go to the bookstore and find kahit naman yung mga second-hand books. Kahit 3 pages a day. O kaya good magazine, online magazine. Intellectual care po yan. So, cleaning environment, social, making connections, but also setting boundaries in our connections is also a form of self-care. May mga tao pa kasing nade-drain tayo. Don't feel guilty if you wanted to cut off a little bit yung relationship niyo with someone na nade-drain ka kapag nakakasama mo. No? Yung puro toxic lang yung sinasabi. Ikaw nga toxic ka na, tapos bibigay pa ng toxic sa'yo. Pwede naman po, don't feel guilty. Kasi kapag nawala sa yung well-being mo, paano na rin yung ibibigay mo sa mga anak mo. So, yun ang ating priority. So, what's your self-care, mga mommies and daddies with us? Now, you can have readings. You can search the internet. Sa Pinterest po, may mga self-care list po dyan. And for me, one thing is important, no? Yung prevention. Yung self-care, yes, itong mga ginagawa. But preventing also stress. Yung maging ma-stress ka, isang form of self-care. Kagaya niyan, labada, nag-self-care ka, hindi ka muna naglaba, dumami naman yung labada. So, hindi na siya nakatulong sa yung well-being. Mas lalo ka na-stress nung naging bundok na yung lalaban mo. Siguro managing your task will also help. That's a form of self-care. Yung sometimes it's doing duties first. Yun ang is a kind of self-care. The thing is, self-care should not lead you to neglecting important duties. Akala kasi ng iba ay, huwag ka muna magtrabaho, mag-self-care ka muna. At times okay po yun, pero when you start neglecting the duties that you have to do, minsan more than the self-care you need, mas lalo ka pang may stress pagkatapos. O like the indulgence you need, nagpaspa ka, bumili ka nito, bumili ka yan, tapos naubos ang budget mo, mas lalo ka na distress kesa sa na-enrich yung iyong well-being. So, we have to strike balance between indulgence, no? Saka yung real self-care. Always remember, it's focused on enhancing our well-being. Pag after nung self-care na ginawa mo, you feel bad, baka mali yung napili mong strategy. Another way of self-care is meditation. So I'd like you to join me and pause for 5 minutes in this short meditation. Ito na yung workshop natin. Sana you join the video. Meron siyang isasuggest na gagawin natin. And then, let's see what will happen to us after this 5 minutes self-care through a meditation. Let's see the difference.
Hey there, and thanks for gifting yourself these next few minutes. It's important to remember that you're a priority, and allowing yourself even just a few short minutes of intentional reflection can really have a positive impact on the rest of your day. So let's use these next few minutes to come back to center and set an intention for the rest of your day. Move into a comfortable position, whether you're seated at your desk at work or laying on the couch at home, and gently close your eyes and shift all of your attention onto your breathing, taking slower, deeper breaths than you've taken all day so far. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and slowly letting it out through your mouth. And continuing to breathe that way, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale and contract back in as you exhale. Tune into your body, noticing how it feels. Noticing if there's anything that it's trying to tell you. Notice any place of tension or tightness in your body. Give those areas permission to relax, sending love into those areas. Thank your body for taking such good care of you, and let it know that it's okay to rest and relax for these next few minutes. You may notice that your mind starts to wander off. That's okay. That's natural. Just notice it and bring your attention back to your body, using your breath as your anchor. Try to picture one thing that's happened today that's made you smile, or made you thankful or appreciative. And just let that feeling fill you up for a moment. Breathe that feeling in from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And allow yourself to smile if that feels natural. Now focus on something that you can do today, whether it's for yourself or for someone else, that will allow you to continue feeling this way. It could be something as small as deciding to go to bed early tonight, so that you have time to finally read that book that's been on your bedside table. Or the joy of getting dinner with a close friend. What's one little thing you can plan for your day to bring that intentional joy to it? Now just focus on that for a few minutes. Sit in that feeling of joy and peace. Now let's take a few more deep breaths together. A deep breath in, feeling your lungs expand out as you inhale, and everything contract back in as you exhale. Again, an even deeper breath than the one before it, holding that breath for a beat, and exhaling everything out. Last time, your deepest breath yet, sending that breath through your entire body. And exhale it out. And in your own time, slowly bring your awareness back to where you are. And thank yourself for taking these few minutes to just be intentional and kind to yourself. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yan. Pwede na pong dumilat ang mata. Kung napapikit o napaidlip, that's good. Kung naidlip po kayo, no? That's good. We all deserve a break. Pero gising na po kayo. Ano po? So how do you feel after that meditation? I posted another Q&A. Should you wish to share? O kaya pwede po kayo mag-raise ng hand if you would like to share through the microphone po. So that everyone can hear. How do you feel now after that? If you really followed or kung hindi po kayo nakasunod, you can find the link in the YouTube or marami pa po kayong makikitang meditation. Ano po yung inisip nyo? May mga suggestions, no? Meron ako naisip na nangyari kaninang umaga, which I would share to you later. So that makes a difference. I hope it made a difference. If you really follow the meditation, it would make a difference. Medyo mas magiging magaan talaga yung feeling natin. That's only 5 minutes. What more kung 10 minutes? So yung everyday nyo, una pong nagigising ang parent, why not allow a 5-minute everyday of meditation, of quiet moment? Not necessarily naman na merong ganitong video. You can just play your favorite music and recall the good things, no? There are so many ways. Basta something that will nourish the happiness inside you. Para we start the day happy. Diba? Happiness is very essential to well-being. Now, that meditation connects us to the core of our being. Hindi lang physically, but also yung inner thoughts and feelings natin. It raises our self-awareness na, meron pala tayong gustong gawin that we believe will make us happy kung naisip nyo kanina during the meditation. And it makes us more mindful of what is within and what surrounds us, kung ano yung naghihintay sa atin. So for me, self-awareness is like being on top of a mountain. Seeing beyond, seeing the whole scenario, seeing things in a different light, different perspective. Di ba pag nasa baba ka ng bundok, parang lahat ang lapit-lapit sa'yo. Pero pag umakyat ka, nakita mong lahat, nakita mong relationship ng bawat bagay. Ay, ito pala nandito, ay yun nandoon. Mas kita mo yung mas malayo pa. What is behind? What is behind that building? Pag nagpunta tayo dito sa Sumulong, di ba nakikita natin yung mga buildings. We see the whole thing. And it separates you from the situation that you're in. So, kailangan natin to climb the mountain every now and then to raise our awareness. Ano ba yung mountain mo? So, this self-awareness, this meditation, this mindful exercise leads us to better self-management and decision-making. Kaya nga bago mag-decide sa malaking bagay, maganda manahimik muna, no? We think first and then respond. And how do we do the thinking? Only during quiet moments. And if we don't have it, pag lagi tayo nasa phone natin, nanood ng mga reels, natulad na tayo sa mga bata ngayon, ano pang gagayahin nila? Tayong gumaya sa kanila. Should it be this way na makita nila na sometimes pala we have to get away with technology, no? Kasi para mas makonect tayo sa inner self natin. Ayan. So, when we stop and meditate and become more aware of ourselves, we become more intentional and our actions will have more clearer purpose. Self-awareness is empowering. So parang pagkatapos, kaya ko to, di ba? Kaya ko nang gawin to. Alam ko na ang gagawin ko. So it makes you more confident and feeling empowered na malalampasan mo kung anumang challenge meron ka. So that sense brings back the well-being. Yung inner self-awareness is very important. Kasi when you stop, ito yung nangyayari. We recognize our feeling. O kanina, nung nagme-meditation kayo, did you feel stressed? Did you feel that you are stressed? Anong emotions mo? Galit ka ba? O kaya malungkot ka ba? O kaya masaya ka, excited ka ba? Every day is important to be on top of the mountain. Lalo na paghaharap tayo sa mga bata. So, sa mga anak natin. Are we driven by our emotions? But when we recognize that pag uwi mo sa bahay, nagalit ka sa trabaho, wait, medyo galit ako. Paano? Pag hindi ka aware na galit ka pala at nadala mo yon sa bahay, kanino mo ngayon ibubunton ang galit mo? Kaya may mga bata papasok dito, sasabihin, ganito, ganito po, parang malit lang po yung nagawa ko, pero grabe na po yung galit ni mami. Kasi hindi talaga sila yung source ng anger. It's important to look for your mountain and become aware of these things para mas ma-manage natin yung sarili natin. Lalo na when we are relating to our children. Parang ano yan parang yung si Manny Pacquiao, alam ko, pinapanood niya yung kanyang mga opponent, yung mga laban, para alam niya yung direksyon ng suntok. Para sa susunod, alam niya kung paano iiwas, no? So, kailangan ganun din tayo, re-review din natin yung paligid natin. Paano natin poprotektahan ang sarili natin para ma-maintain natin yung well-being natin. And so, when we face our children, that's where we draw the kind of relationship we establish. We try to maintain with them. By recognizing this, you can address the cause and not displace it to someone and become unfair to them, especially our children. Okay? I hope you're following. No? I-recall niyo yung mga pangyayari sa bahay. Ganun, para ano. Ayan. Sometimes kasi we get so overwhelmed yung mga big emotions really overwhelming. Yung mga bata, yun din ang nararanasan. So, let's not expect too much from them. Kanina nga nung sinabi dun sa meditation, what's one thing that happened today? Ang na-recall ko talaga this morning, nanghingi ako ng barya sa anak ko, lalaki, no? Tapos, he couldn't find his wallet. Kahapon, dinala niya. Tapos, nag-worry na ako, baka nawala, o na-misplace niya or something. And I was talking and talking and talking. And finally, nahanap niya yung wallet niya. Sabi niya sa akin, "You're stressing out, nanay." But in a nice, okay naman yung manner, hindi naman niya ako sinigaw. Sabi niya, "You're stressing out, nanay." Sabi niya, "You always do that, pati kay Ate Sophie," sabi. I was smiling inside. Oo nga, no, nag-overreact nga pala ako. Ang dami ko nang sinabi, hindi na lang ako tumulong maghanap. So sometimes, no, ganun tayo sa ating mga reaction, na-overwhelm tayo na sa pangyayari and mabilis mag-isip. Advance mag-isip si nanay na nawala na kagad yung wallet. And I said sorry after. Sorry about that. No. So I wasn't aware. I was not on top of the mountain. Buti pa yung anak ko, no? Siya pa yung nasa top of the mountain. He tried to look for it. Hinanap niya yung mga possible place. Okay, so sana no, ewan ko, maybe I did something good. Bakit nakita niya rin sa akin yan? But at one point in time, I lost that power. So sana ganun din sa ating mga tahanan, no? The children, it's important also na sa aking experience, my children have been a big help in my journey to becoming a better parent. So, I'm not that good. I mean, I'm not at my best. Hindi pa ako ganung kagaling talaga na parent. And I would like to journey with you how to be a good parent. We all learn it in our ways. Kasi kanya-kanya tayo ng journey. But in my experience, yung mga bata, yung mga anak ko, they were a big help. Yung responses nila sa akin. They teach me somehow kung paano maging good parent to them. So, they're allowed to express yung kanilang mga saloobin. Which, nagigising naman ako. Oo nga, no? Napapaganon ako. So, we recognize our trigger. That was my trigger kanina. Ayoko may mawalang gamit eh. So, kayo, ano po yung trigger nyo? Di ba ganito yung meron ka lang makitang marka sa lamesa, nagagalit na tayo. Pag nagsinungaling yung bata, nagagalit na tayo. What's your trigger? Sige, try to think about it. What triggers you as a parent? It's important to be aware of it. It's another thing, no? It's another mountain. Kapag aware ka, nakita mo yung sarili mo, trigger mo yun. Kapag dumating yung trigger mo, will you be a monster? No? Or, mas mariregulate mo na, oh, wait, trigger ko to, but that doesn't mean I give in to it. No? Dalawa lang yan. So, when we recognize at our triggers ahead of time, makaka-respond tayo appropriately. We don't turn into a monster. Ito yung sa, what triggers yun, no? Yung sa Moana. Ayan, I know. So, you try to be a good mom, but you have triggers, no? You turn into a monster at times. But it's all right, no? It's all right. The good thing is that sana ma-recognize natin when we have to say sorry to our children. Nagkamali tayo. Kasi, gano'n naman eh. We learn from each other. Saying sorry is one way also of uh, modeling to kids na it's all right to make mistakes. What is important, you know how to correct it. You know how to amend the mistake. Yun yung tinuturo natin. Sometimes it's not what we say, but the modeling that we show to them. Doon sila natututo. Another mountain, no? So pag-climb natin sa mountain of awareness na yan, we have to check our level of stress. Kamusta naman, mami, ang inyong mga daddy and mommy, ang inyong level of stress right now? Is it nasa red alert na? O nasa middle? Or nasa chill? Check your stress level. Kasi baka hindi ka aware na stress ka na, again, if you're not aware, there's a danger that you pass it on to whoever you will meet. Pwedeng sa workplace, ang stress mo sa bahay, pagdating mo sa workplace mo nalabas yung iyong stress. Kung ang stress mo ay galing sa work, when you get home, you displace it there. But the difference, if you're aware, you tend to be more intentional. Wait, I'm stressed and this person is not the source of my stress. So I have to manage my reaction. So medyo may power ka over your behavior. Hindi ka basta nag-give in. Kasi nga, aware ka. And that saves our well-being as a parent and then well-being din ng ating mga anak. Check on this. I don't know if you're familiar with HALT. What is behind this, no? Yung hot, hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. Sometimes, ito yung pinagsisimula ng lahat. Kung stress ka, kung hungry ka, ang bilis mo wala ng pasensya kapag gutom, di ba po? Kapag angry, ang bilis mo ring magalit, ay, ang bilis mo ring maipasa ito sa iba kapag hindi ka aware. Ang tanong, isa nang gagaling yung anger, no? Meron kang frustration perhaps, meron kang hindi nagustuhan, ayan. Or you're lonely. There's a relationship that is not well. And yun ang pinagmumulan lang yung stress, no? But however, you're denying it, so lumalabas siya in a different way. So mahalaga mag-health check. Are you hungry ngayon? Nagmerienda na po ba kayo? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Or simply physically tired, no? Or mentally tired, or emotionally tired? Check it out. Kasi hindi porke ito yung nararanasan natin, we give in to all this because we have the power to redirect all of this. Now, behind all this, there's an unmet need. So, check natin, baka pwede naman natin i-fill in. Dito na nga papasok ng self-care. Because these feelings will definitely affect our responses to our surrounding, especially the family. Check natin, practice tayo ah. Nakita mo ito pagdating mo sa bahay, galing sa work. Ayan. Bakasyon. Ngayon, bakasyon na, no? OMG, 5 p.m. I went home. My my daughter is still in pajama on her phone while I went to the kitchen and I saw the sink. OMG, yung pinag-breakfastan pa yata nila to. What will be your reaction? Diba? What's your reaction when you see this? Hugasan mo ba? Magagalit ka ba? Ano yung initial response mo? Remember, children learn from our responses. Marami tayong advice. Pero ang totoong napipick up nila, how we react to these things. Children initially will respond to the emotion we show, not to what we say. Sumigaw ka. Pag bata-bata pa yan, matatakot, iyak. Pero pag teenager na yan, sumigaw ka, magdadabok yan. Magagalit din yan. Because they respond with emotion also. Mas mapipick up niya yung emotion mo more than yung sinasabi mo. Kasi nga, the teenagers, the younger people, lalo na yung mas younger, mas una kasi na-develop. Ano to ha? Biological to. Mas una na-develop yung emotional part ng brain. So, ang tendency, mas mabilis na ma-pick up at ma-interpret ano yung emotion showed to us, to them, no? Ano yung emotion that you showed. Kung galit yan, how do you respond to galit? Dalawa lang yan. Is it fight or flight? Awayin ka niya or umiyak siya. Depende what kind of person your child is. So, emotionally charged ka ba when you give orders? Hugasan mo na yung pinggan. Dami mo nang sinabi. Kanina pa yung umaga, busy na yan, and all. No? So, how do we react? It's very important. Pero pagka okay yung well-being mo, nakakalma mo yung sarili mo, you're on top of the situation, you get to manage how the words you say, the emotions you feel. You see the difference? Yeah. Anong initial response? Do you act, feel, think? Do you act? Hinagis mo na yung plato? Nagalit ka? Tapos saka ka nag-isip. Pero ang tendency, maging iniisip mo to, negative na eh. Siguro maghamon ka na nagsisemon. Siguro. Ang dami ng siguro. Sabi nga nung anak ko, di ba? You're stressing out. You're stressing out, di ba? Or do you feel, nagalit ka? Tapos nag-act ka, sinigawan mo. Tapos isip ka na. Pero most likely, negative na isipin mo. Or you think first, ay, paano ko kaya handle to? Teenager pa naman tong anak ko. Ano na naman kaya ang gagawin ko? How will I bring out the best in my child who failed to do her or his duty? That's the challenge, no? Yun kasi yung ano natin eh. Magkakamali at magkakamali ang mga anak natin. Tayo ng adult nagkakamali, di ba? OMG, ayaw nyo ba magkamali anak nyo? Perfect ba? So yeah, she or he failed to do the dishes. Nagkamali siya. What do we do? What do we do? So we think, we feel upset, and then we act on it. With a purpose. Sabi natin, kailangan may intentional. My purpose is to bring out the best in my child. Ito yung best. Ito yung mature response. To think first and then act. Ito yung gusto natin matutunan ng mga bata eh. So we model it to them. Ang hirap, no? Why is it important for parents to care for their well-being? I've been mentioning it nga, yung mga possible results kapag hindi well ang ating mental health. Eh. So to support this, there are researches. Ayan. So parental mental health impacts on a child's well-being. Sa abstract niya, sabi, parental mental health is crucial factor in shaping a child's overall mental health and well-being. May epekto po yan. It was proved in a research. This is done in 2023. Another is, ito naman nakuha ko sa website ng Washington, University of Washington. Supporting parent well-being and effective parenting practices. And it says there, supporting children's well-being means supporting their parents. So that's why humabol naman kami, no? So we support your children's well-being here in school. Might as well we also support yung well-being ng mga parents nila. That's why we're here in a seminar. But we're only 52. Sana nga ang daming estudyante. Lahat ay invited ang mga parents. Pero hopefully, they will find time to watch. And also, a study on parenthood and well-being was reviewed, no? Understanding social aspect of parental well-being is vital because parents' welfare has implications not only for parents themselves, but also for their child development. Napakahalaga sa inyong child development para sa ating parenting, including myself. So sa mga na pag-usapan na natin, Did you realize kung ano na yung, what kind of parenting were you? Have you done, no, sa inyong mga anak? Ano na yung naipakita nyo? May kailangan bang baguhin? So, I'll present two kinds of parenting lang. Pero bago yan, sana maka-react. Ayan. Ito, nakita mo ito. Do you react or respond? Tumapon yung gatas, hindi naligpit yung mga damit na binilin mong ligpitin, may nabasag, tapos yung bed is undone, hapon na hindi pa natupi ang kumot, no, 'di ba? How do we react to this? Or do we respond in an intentional manner? Very crucial to. I remember when my first child, si Sophie, tas nasundan kagad sila. Baby, mga 1-year-old siguro siya. Or 1 or 2 years old. Naitapon niya yung powdered milk sa sahig, sa bag. Yan. Nilabas na yung, di ba may nagpapak tayo ng powdered milk. Tapos binuksan niya, tumapon. Gigil na gigil ako sa kanya. And I shouted at her. Kasi, my God, galing tayo sa labas. I have so many things to do. Nagkalat ka pa, dinagdagan mo pa. And I shouted at her. Pero now I'm reaping the effect of that. No? Medyo, mahina yung loob niya. So, it has a big impact. Yun yung remedy ko ngayon. Ayan. So, behavior is a form of communication. So, what do we try to communicate to our children? If you look at this, hindi lumalabas yung picture. Ayan. The iceberg, di ba? Wait. Ayan. Yung tip lang ang nakikita natin. That's the behavior. Underneath it, mas malaki pa yung iceberg. Yun yung source ng behavior. Kasi yung behavior manifestation lang, what's underneath, yun yung source ng behavior. But oftentimes, ang nakikita lang natin yung outward behavior, the words, tonality, body language, and gestures. Yun din ang pinapakita natin. But what's underneath it? Yung belief system natin, yung values natin, biases, prejudices, experiences, fears, dreams, and feelings. Is it more on positive or negative? So, ganun din tayo when we see people, when we meet people, when we relate to them, and also to our children. What's underneath a behavior? So, more than just making a quick judgment, ay, ganito siya, ganito siya. What could be underneath a certain behavior? Pwede nating mas magiging intentional tayo and mas magiging maganda yung judgment natin if we're aware of the underneath the iceberg, the behavior. So this leads me to the two kinds of parenting, yung reactive parenting tsaka proactive parenting. Ang dami kong mga pinakitang scenario, anong reaction natin doon. Are we more of the reactive parent or the proactive parent? What's the difference? Pag sinabing reactive parent, it's when we act on our emotions in response to a child's behavior sa nagawa niya or sa sitwasyon. Ayan. More on feelings, more on emotions. We have to transcend. Sabi ko nga, minsan kasi yung emotions, wala siya, subjective nga eh, hindi siya nagiging objective. So, to kaya yung tama na. Versus being proactive. Proactive parenting is when you respond to the need of the child expressed in a behavior. Or in a situation, maybe, nagkamali. How do we respond? However, of course, hindi tayo laging kalmado, no? Or hindi tayo laging kalmado, but it's all right. We go back, no? Ulitin lang natin. To be proactive is to be more intentional in our responses, but only when we're so anchored with our well-being and we're on top of the mountain. Yan. So, a more mature response, focusing on resolving pagka-proactive. Anong pwedeng gawin? Kapag reactive naman, parang wala nang solusyon and sometimes it's aggravating the situation. Tapos mas naaano yung mga bata, mas nagkakaroon ng sugat ba. It does more harm more than good. Tapos tayo din nagre-regret tayo. I just saw this video in Facebook Reels. Tingnan niyo tong parent na to, mother. Hala, nalaglag yung kapatid. So, takot na takot yung bata. If you are the mom, what will you do? But you know, hindi ko ina-expect ng bata na gagawin ng nanay niya yung ginawa ng nanay niya. If you're the mother, malamang, or if I was the mother, baka nakagalitan ko, ano ka ba? One time, I was there dito sa patio, papasok. Papasok ba or ay bumili ako, hinatid ko yung bata ng lunch. Pagbalik ko, ay papasok yata may mga, 'di ba, may mga dayo. So may pamilya, bumaba ng kotse yung nanay, bumaba ng kotse yung tatay. Tapos nasa likod yung mga anak. Isang bata pa, toddler, siguro mga 3 years old, tapos isang medyo mga 7 or 5 years old. Pagbukas ng pinto, gumulong yung bunso, nasubsob. Tapos yung nanay nagalit kasi nasubsob yung kapatid. But the older sibling is just right about 7 or 8. Sometimes baka medyo mataas ang expectations natin sa mga anak natin. So, before ka magalit, ano kaya magandang reaction, ano? Sinadya ba ng bata na malaglag ang kanyang kapatid? No? Sinadya kaya? Sometimes masyado talagang naging reactive ang parents. Pero now it's good no if we have been reactive in the past. Maybe we can be more proactive now, no? I always remember yung sinabi sa akin one of the teachers, Miss Alden. Napaka-enlightening yung reminder niya sa akin. Sabi ko, si Sophie, gusto ko siya nang i-train ka ako na siya yung mag-assist sa younger siblings siya sa paggawa ng homework, ganyan. Tapos sabi sa akin, huy, ano ka ba? Bata pa rin yung anak mo. Huwag mo naman, baka naman ma-stress kapag siya yung mag-assist sa mga bata. Don't expect too much of her. Oh, nagising ako. Oo nga, no? Bakit ko ipapasa yung duty ko sa kanya? Kasi parang sa Filipino culture, parents tend to iasa yung some responsibility sa anak. Gawin na niya. Malaki na siya, ganyan. And sometimes, we expect more from our children. Tapos, ayun. So, hindi ko na siya pinag-assist sa mga kapatid niya. Ako na nag-assist. After all, it's my duty. Ngayon, kapag nagvo-volunteer sila to assist, ngayon, sila mismo yung nagvo-volunteer. Ramon would volunteer to assist Auntie in math. And si Ate Sophie sa English nag-a-assist voluntarily. Pero, yun nga, that enlightened me. Buti na lang. Thank you, Miss Alde. I don't know if she remembers. This one, every time I watch this, I cry. Ewan ko ngayon kung may iyak kayo.
Ayan. Oh my goodness. Tawa ka pa. Alam mo naman, pag dumi, ayaw ni Mami, di ba? Di ba? Anong ginawa mo? Bakit ka dumi? Ayan. Kung maglaban niya na. Oh my gosh. Ang dumi-dumi mo, be. That's you.
Can I help you? Ay, bakit to?
Ano kaya ang sasabihin ng mami mo? Hindi ba siya magagalit?
Alam ko po magagalit siya, pero maging honest na lang po ako sa kanya.
Okay. High five. Oh, okay. Salamat, ha?
Ano po?
Bye.
super happy ako. Yung mga tinuturo namin sa kanya, yung mga paalala namin, na-apply niya talaga. Super proud.
Ang galing pala ng ano ko. Okay naman pala akong mami. Lagi ko rin kasi pong dinadaw niya sarili ko.
Hindi ko ina-expect na ganun yung... Kasi nakita ko siya, akala ko makulit, akala ko naglaro. Tapos kaya pala ganun. Ayun lang, nagulat po ako.
Ba't ka umiyak? Eh, kasi kala ko nakulit ka dun. Ayun naman pala, nag-help ka naman pala kayo.
Ayun. So, pwede naman magkulit ang bata, hindi naman masama. Pag ang anak nyo is yung grade 1, 2, 3, 4, kahit nga 5 years old, grade 5, grade 6, kapag makulit sila sa school, it's all right. Kasi normal sa batang makulit. Kailangan lang ng gabayan, no? Kasi may mga kulit na baka madisgrasya, baka makasakit, yun lang i-guard natin. Pero sometimes, let's check, no, yung kulit ba nila ay beyond, or it's a normal kind of kulit, which is allowable. Ngayon, minsan, ito nga reactive tayo sa mga anak natin Pero, may good naman pala talaga tayo na ibibigay sa kanila. Let's give them a chance to show them. Saan ba kasi nanggagaling itong mga reactions na ito, no? Kaya very important to be on top of the mountain, yung practicing the mindfulness. That before you react, try to analyze, see first all the aspects yung nag-surround sa anak mo. Bakit siya dumumi? And you can even ask your child, hindi yan magsisinungaling. Kapag ang bata resorting to pagsisinungaling, usually ang sabi nila kaya daw nagiging sinungaling is because the parent tend to overreact na madalas. And so, ang mangyayari, and yung overreaction niya, the child feels negative. So, para ma-prevent niya, ma-protect niya yung sarili niya from feeling that way, hindi na lang niya sasabihin ng totoo para hindi mag-overreact ang parents niya. So, doon na nag-start yung dishonesty. Kaya nga, we have to guard our reaction din. Saan tatanong pa, saan ka natutong magsinungaling? Bakit nga ba siya nagsinungaling? Bakit hindi niya feel safe to tell the truth? So, recall the time when you become reactive to your child's behavior or action. And can you identify now the reason behind it? Para maiwasan na sa susunod. Someone's raising hand. Would you like to share something po? Or maybe you're just reacting. You can unmute yourself should you wish to say something. Share something. So, na-recall niyo po ba? When was it and what was it? And why did you react that way? Why are you triggered by the behavior of your child? Could it be you feel embarrassed by the behavior? Naging biktima ako nito, no? Parang, again, nung bata, first time mom kasi ako na nung bata pa yung panganay ko. I was so scared to be judged as not a good mom. Hindi ko dinidiscipline na anak ko. Parang ina-expect ng buong mundo na mga kamag-anak ay perfect ang anak ko na hindi pwede magkamali. So, I feel so pressured about it. So, tendency, pagka nagkamali anak ko, sisigawan ko in front of others to show them that I am disciplining my child, which is wrong. No? We don't feel embarrassed the way childs behave because they're a child. Pag yan, ang asawa mo ang nagtantrum sa mall, ay saka ka mahiya. Pero kung anak mo yan, yung toddler, well, it's all right. Next time, find a way to prevent it. No? May tanong nga yun sa ating Google form. Siguro, I don't know if I will have time. If you have other things to do, you may leave. Tapos, I'll send the recording naman kung sakali. Kasi medyo matagal na yata tayo. So, you're questioning your parent and yourself. You're parenting and yourself. You think there's something wrong with the child. You feel that your child should know better. Ito nga yung mataas expectations natin sometimes. You feel lack of control over the situation, which happens. Which happens naman. Your child's behavior scares you. You don't know the right thing to do. This overwhelms us and we tend to be reactive. Or maybe you have other reasons. Again, that's your own journey. kailangan nating lampasan tong journey na to. Wala namang masama dyan. So, we'll try to find out ano ba yung influences to our parenting. Ito na po yung mga bandang huli na to. So, ano ba mga influences? Number 1, napakalaking impluensya yung the kind of parenting you received. Can you recall paano ka disiplinahin ng magulang mo noon? Yung mga kaedad ko dyan, paano tayo dinidisiplina noon, ano? Yung ang parents ay panahon pa ng Hapon. Di ba? Yung naabutan nila yung panahon ng Hapon, tapos pati martial law. Mga bandang ganun kasi ako, paano magdisiplina? Yung tingin lang na papasunod ka na, natatakot ka na, mga ganun. But it doesn't work now. It doesn't work now. Kasi iba ng generation. But that doesn't mean, mind you hindi po masama ang mga batang nasa new generation. They're just the same like us before. Walang pinanganak na bata na masama. Just because hindi mo siya nakukuha sa tingin. Okay? Baka kung ngayon ka pinanganak, baka ganun ka din. So, let's not judge the new generation. So, what kind of parenting did you receive? And most likely, it will affect. Kung sobrang higpit yung magulang mo, dalawa lang yan, magluwag ka o unconsciously magaya mo sobrang higpit ka rin. Kasi sabi mo, after all, I was treated this way. Ipasa ko, no? But sometimes, we have to be mindful also. Again, be aware. Will it work now to your child? Kasi ibang tao na siya, hindi na ikaw yan. No? There's such a thing as family trauma. Napanood to sa yung We Don't Talk About Bruno. Nakalimutan ko pangalan ng movie, pero yun. So, yung family trauma that is passed on. And when you're aware that there is a family trauma, there's a challenge to break that cycle. So, try to review. Pero maganda naman upbringing ng parents, so maganda yung kanyang parenting style. Of course, so adapt it. Hindi mo naman lahat throw away. May mga magandang ginawa ang magulang natin, kaya nga tayo naging ganito, di ba? But we adapt to the new generation also. May mga kukunin ka, may mga babaguhin ka. May mga babaguhin ka. Sabi dito, we don't have to hurt our children to grow them into good humans. Yes, I strongly believe that our children are good human beings. Naniniwala po ba kayo na mabubuti ang inyong mga anak? Huh? Naniniwala po ba kayo? Because our belief will also influence our parenting style. Ayan. Yung parents' personality, yung mindset. What's your belief about your child? What's your feelings? What are your values? This will also affect our parenting. Mahalaga ba sa'yo na nililigpit nila yung kama nila bago sila lalabas ng kwarto, diba? Mahalaga ba sa'yo ang pagmamano? Mahalaga ba sa'yo ang pagdadasal bago kumain, no? These will affect your parenting. Tapos yung temper mo, maiinitin ba ulo mo? O very gentle kami mga parents na sobrang gentle. May mga parents naman na konting yung temper nila, galit agad, no? Ano yung belief mo about tantrums? These are big emotions. First time makaranas ng child ng frustration Pagkapanganak ba niya, alam na niya mag-handle ng emotions, ng frustrations, ng anger, ng sadness? Children do not know how to manage behaviors right away. Ang nag-unfold yan with our guidance. So, kung nagtatantrums yan, sasabihin nyo kagad, nagtinapon yung pagkain. Ayaw niya kasi, tinapon niya. First time niya, binigyan mo siya ng hindi niya gusto So, hindi pa niya alam ang gagawin. Tinapon niya, magagalit kasi, bad, you're bad. Wow, you labeled the child again. Why don't you just say, anak, if you don't like the food, this is what you will do, You tell Nana, you tell Mommy, Mommy, I don't like the food. But you don't throw it away. Diba? We teach them how to manage the new emotion. Ano yung itinanim? So, emotions are not bad behavior. Kung nagalit sila, hindi sila masama dahil nagalit sila. Aba, nagagalit ka din na masama ka. Diba? So, sometimes, ang daya natin one way yung ating judgment. Meron pa tayong sinasabi, attention seeker, papansin. But the truth is, sabi dito, ni Dr. Judy Carrington, it's actually connection seeking. Gusto nila makipag-connect. Pag napatawag kayo sa homeroom, baka your child needs a stronger connection with you. So, ayan, nagtantrums. Yung teenager, lagi nakasimangot, malungkot. Tapos, ang bilis magalit. You have to know also where are this coming from. Ano bang belief mo sa stage nila? But the challenge here is, let us be the person to calm the storms within them. We can't do that kapag sa loob na tayo ay walang mindfulness, no, sa ating state. We can have storms inside us. Meron din tayong sariling worries. Meron din tayong problems. Kulang budget, di ba? We can have storms inside us, but let us not make it lose our power to bring calmness to our children. Because they count on us. Look at this photo. Nagalit, ano gagawin ni mami? Ang ginawa, niyakap, 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 hanggang nakalma. Kids do better when they feel better. And that's through the sense of significance, belonging, and safe boundaries we set as parents. We can make a big difference in this world talaga. The third is child's personality. Hindi porke it works on you, sasabihin mo na sa kumare mo, kumare, ganito gawin mo. Iba yung anak niya, iba yung anak mo, no? So, ang tanong dito is, how well do you know your child? Minsan may mga parent pupunta sa school, hindi po ganyan ang anak ko, hindi po ganyan ako. Minsan, iba po yung pinapakita ng bata sa bahay, iba yung pinapakita sa school. Totoo po yan. So, if you're surprised, pinatawag kayo, aba, hindi po kami magsisinungaling na ginawa ng anak niyo ang isang bagay. No? Children explore. Siguro they find an opportunity to explore in school, and unfortunately, it was a mistake. It's a learning experience for us. It's a new discovery for you. Ay, capable pala yung anak ko na gawin mo. And how do we resolve more than we react? No? How do we resolve? Ano mga stage of development ang anak mo? Teenager, naku, nagtingin sa pornography, tapos nag-message sa kaklase ng ganito and all. Medyo sexual. How do you deal with it? Teenager eh. Teenager exploring. Made a mistake, yes. But how do you deal? Magagalit ka ba? Or nagpapakita yun na the child needs more guidance about sexual matters. And are you ready to provide that kind of guidance your child needs? Nananakit sa classroom, mga lower levels, grades 1, 2, 3, yan, nananakit. Saan nakita yung pananakit? Baka naman, wala naman nananakit sa family. Or baka naman sa mga pinapanood. So we have to guard. This, more than being reactive and defensive in school, why not explore? Ano nga bang magagawa natin? After all, ang school, ang gusto rin namin ay ma-form ang mga anak ninyo na maging mabuti din. Why would we pin down your child? We also want them to develop and to overcome mistakes and correct them to be better children din. So please trust us, no? When we do certain actions. You trust us. Okay. How do you see your child? Mabait ba yung anak mo o tingin mo makulit, sinungaling, masama? Ano ang tingin mo? Disrespectful, puro gadget, nadadabog, puro barkada, and tamad? Or there is just, are we the first to label our children? Kasi babalik sa atin yun eh. Tayo magulang eh. All the labels we put on our children, hindi naman nila magagawa yun sa kanila na. Lumaki sila sa poder natin or sa pangaral natin sa atin. Yeah, malaki ang role ng media. Kaya nga dapat mas stronger din yung influence. So you established it, mas bata pa lang yan. Pero pag teenager na, habulin mo, medyo malaki-laking trabaho. So being disrespectful or it is simply a phase they are going through, pwede nilang mabago pa at overcome sa tulong natin. Are we gonna be the first to give up para magbago yung mga anak natin? So I hope we don't give up. After all, children are not things to be molded, but are people to be unfolded. There's so much good in our children. We just find a way, a strategy to unfold it. Ganap tayo ng mag-work sa anak natin. Number 4, the generation. So there's a gap. Review nyo Ang mga bata ngayon sanay sa multitasking, nagre-review, nakabukas ang cellphone, may pinapanood, may pinapakinggan. They can do that. They can do that. I don't know how, but they can. Kaso nga lang, ibang generation tayo, tingin natin, nag-aaral ka ba o nag-Facebook, nag-aaral ka ba? No? Yeah, but also, malalaman natin sa result ng test nila, sa result ng kanilang performance. No? But let's respect their generation. Talagang kakaiba sila ngayon. Tingnan nyo nga, anong edad nyo? Ilang henerasyon ang nilampasan? Imagine yung mga papanganak. May pregnant ba ngayon? Papanganak 2026. Beta generation na yan. The alpha generation, itong 2011 pinak 2025. The grade 7 and 8 yan. Tapos ikaw ay 1980. Oh my God, ako Gen X ako. Ang anak ko, Alpha Gen. Di ba ang layo ng nilampasan ko? Aaralin ko yung generation nila. So I'll be able to manage them well. No? Sino sa inyo Gen Z tapos ang anak ay Alpha Gen? O, di ba medyo malapit-lapit, mas nagkakaintindihan sila. You know, these things also matter. These things influence our parenting. Number 5 is your parenting knowledge. Do you try to learn more about it? Ano bang mga styles? Di ba may mga parenting styles, yung authoritative, authoritarian, may mga ganong styles. Do you study more about it? I'm very interested in parenting kasi naririnig ko sa mga sharing ng mga bata dito sa guidance office. Ang laking factor sa kanila yung family at parents. So sabi ko, maraming ako naririnig. Not to judge the family, When your child shares to the guidance office, it's not for us pagchismisan ang inyong buhay. Ang gusto namin ay matulungan ang inyong anak to overcome a challenge because there's no perfect family. Pero, being in a family like that, how can they rise up, no? O kaya baka may pwedeng mapalitan, mas ma-improve ang relationship. Yun ang goal natin. So if you can encourage them, pag ayaw nila mag-share sa inyo, maybe you can encourage them, why don't you go to your guidance office and meet with your guidance counselor? And if you cannot share it with me, maybe you can share it with them. Tapos, of course, we cannot divulge to you yung anong shinare ng mga anak nyo kasi we have to observe confidentiality. But, eto nga, we can more or less give you a tip. Ano pa yung pwedeng gawin? No? In a general way. Kasi ganun talaga yung mga naririnig namin. So, I'm very interested in parenting kasi nga, this is one way of responding to the needs of the children. Baka kailangan itap yung mga magulang. So, meron lang tayong ilang parents na nandito. And most likely, yung mga parents ng mga estudyante na kausap ko ay wala dito. Sana manood sila ng recording. Hopefully. So, gaano ka-aware sa tamang style ng parenting sa panahon ngayon? Sa Facebook, may nakita akong post na bibigyan ka ng access sa mga parenting books. I only paid 99 pesos and then this person sent me a link. Yung mga parang 80 books yata yung sinend niya sa akin. And I read most of it. Kaya I'm coming up with family sessions sa mga ganitong seminars. Doon ko rin nakukuha. And I read more about it. Kasi nga this is how I can help my students. No? If I reach out to their parents. Kasi yun ang kanilang hero. So, paano ko sila matutulungan when they go back to home? Yun pa rin yung triggers nila. If we have triggers, our children have triggers too. And most often, tayo yung trigger nila. I have to admit it. No, we have to admit that sometimes we are their triggers. Kanina nga umaga, diba sabi ng anak ko, you're stressing out na. So, I'm not helping daw. You see, sometimes we are the trigger. So, we need to improve our parenting knowledge. This will also influence your parenting styles, no? And of course, behavior is a response. Paano mo malalaman na effective ang style mo as a parent? Read the behavior of your child. I don't claim to be the best parent, ano. Kasi we have our own journeys. Marami pa rin akong pagkakamali. Pero one thing that guides me is I check on my children. Nakikita ko yung reaction nila at yung performance nila sa school, how they make friends and all. Doon ko makikita, am I doing it right or not? Kapag okay yung nakikita ko sa kanila, maybe I'm doing it right. Kapag may nakikita ko na, wait, this is not okay na. Oh, I may be doing something wrong. Like for now, ang daming late submission sa academics nila. Parang i-review ko yung ginawa ko. Parang may mali yata ako. Kasi nade-delay yung kanilang submission which is not supposed to be. Ang lagi kong tinuturo, duties first. But why they fail? Kasi sabi ko nga, it's not what we say, it's what we model. So, we check on our children's behavior. Kasi, yun ang tutulong sa atin na malaman kung tama yung ating parenting styles. So, ganito po yan ha. We use the behaviorism theory. Tayo yung stimulus, yung parenting style natin. Tapos, response ng anak natin, yung learner. Kapag maganda, ulitin natin yung ginawa natin, reinforce natin. Not necessarily give praises ha. For example, nagbigay ng duty sa bahay, naghugas ng pinggan. Okay. Ulitin ulit. Hindi yung bigyan ng jacket, naghugas ng pinggan. No, it's not reward. Bigyan ulit natin ng duty, ayan. Pero more than reward is yung mas malalim na processing. O anak, after washing the dishes, how did you feel? Kasi yung giving chores sa bahay, saludo ko sa mga magulang na binibigyan ng house chores ang anak kahit may katulong sa bahay. Kasi may tanong dun sa pre-registration paano ma-increase ang confidence ng mga bata. You know what? Doing duties at home will increase their confidence. Kasi may na-achieve sila eh. May na-achieve sila kahit how little the task is, that will increase their confidence. So, ulitin mo ulit, may ulit duty, dagdagan mo noong una, set lang ng table, dagdagan mo na, sabahan mo na magpunas ng kubyertos, pagkatas mo maghugas, later on siya na yung maghuhugas, diba? So, okay yung response. Kaso nagdabog. Paano kaya nagdabog? Baka masyadong maraming pinahugasan ko. So, kaso, nagagalit. Again, pag teenager, hayaan nyo lang. Depende kasi sa stage, ano po. Kapag teenager talaga masyadong emotional yan. Pero pag sinabayan natin ng emosyon din, patay na. May joke kami sa bahay, yung regarding poverty, sinasabi ko, but it's actually puberty. Ano ko lang. Pag nagiging emotional, sabihin natin, drama-drama mo naman. Drama naman ng batang to, pinaghugas ko lang, umiyak na. Dinedma ko lang. Kasi it's just puberty. It's just being a teenager. They're emotional. And pag pinatulan mo, nag-away na kayo. They just recognize, acknowledge that you feel sad that you're washing. But still, it's your duty. Just wash the dishes. Wala nang naging. Wala, hugas. Umiiyak. Natapos niya. Tapos natapos din yung pag-iyak niya. Walang nangyaring away. Nagawa ang trabaho. Wala. Kasi nga, it's a stage for teenagers. Kaya how well do you know your children? Anong stage nila? The last is number 6. Last na, yung well-being ang isa pang influence sa ating parenting styles. Where do you draw your parenting? Where is your well? Naalala niyo yung reading about woman at the Samaritan. The Samaritan woman at the well who met Jesus Christ. Where do you draw water? Sabi ni Jesus yung pag nag-draw daw ng water doon yung in-offer niya hindi daw magda-dry up yung well na yun. So, saan yun sabi niya? So, and he was referring to himself. Right? Where do you draw your wellness? No? Where is your will to your well-being? Ano yung core source mo yan? And lastly, Sorry, it's 6 o'clock. I'm so sorry that I'm taking so much of your time. Madaldal po talaga ako. Pero sa personal, hindi. Anyway, I'd like to share kasi nga purpose ng parenting, no? Parenting with purpose. I encourage you to begin with the end in mind. When kids grow up, what kind of adult do you want your child to be? Ano po ba yung nasa isip nyo na maging ano ang inyong anak? Maybe I'll start the discussion. What kind of adult are you thinking, no? Are you thinking about it, no? Your child to be. Did you try to define it? Kasi baka palaki lang tayo ng palaki, wala palang direksyon. What kind of adult do you want your child to be? Mahalaga po yun, ano? Do you want them to be honest? To be successful? Gusto ko maging doktor yan. Do you want them to be brave? To the point na siya pala yung bully, no? Or do you want them na maging submissive, follower lang? Do you want them to be kind? To be wealthy? To be generous? So if you have this in mind, or whatever is on your list, paano, no? Paano natin gagawin ito? Certainly, that the kids cannot navigate on their own. No? It's good to check on with your husband or your wife, kayong mag-asawa. It's good to check ano nga ba ang gusto nating maging adult. What kind of adult we want our children to be. Kasi para mas magkasundo kayo, no, on how to raise the child. Maganda sana kung mag-sharing tayo. Maybe you can just chat down, no? That will guide you. And we must be honest with our children that life is not just about good things, no? Mahirap pa yung pananaw na ayaw mong maranasan yung hirap na dinanas mo. Kaya todo bigay ka sa comfort. Lahat ng favorite na ulam, lahat ng ganyan. But if you analyze it, kaya ka naging matatag. Dahil sa mga hirap na dinanas mo. Dahil sa mga challenges mo sa buhay. And yet you don't want your child to experience such challenges. Maybe, of course, they will not experience the same challenge, but allow them to experience the challenge that's right for their age. Our children's journey will be different from our journey, and we cannot overprotect them para di mahirapan. We are depriving them of the experiences that will strengthen their personality, enrich them as a person. Balik tayo sa goals natin. Ito bang pagbibigay mo ng lahat ng gusto ng anak mo will lead you to the goal that you wanted for your child? No? O ito bang sobrang higpit mo will really lead you to the goal that you wanted for your children? No? Sobrang demand mo sa obedience hanggang sa hindi na marunong magdesisyon sa sarili niya yung anak. Kailangan magre-refer sa'yo. Or better yet, pag lumalaki na, hindi lang obedience. You also teach them how to make judgments. Ano ba yung best mong gawin, anak, sa tingin mo? No? Di ba mas maganda yung gano'n? Ito sundin mo. Why not discuss? Anak, sa tingin mo, anong best na gawin? No? So you're empowering your child. Or gusto mo forever nakadepend sa'yo. Hindi tayo forever buhay. We need to develop certain skills sa ating mga anak. So, there's pain, there will be pain in life. You will be committing mistakes. And I'm open to that, no? Are you open to that pag nagkamali anak nyo? Supposing hindi umabot sa 85 ang grade niya. One time, there was a mother who came here. Hindi ko naman natatandaan kung sino siya, pero ma-share ko lang, ha? She was so shocked kasi nagkaroon ng below 85 yung anak niya. So, hindi na masasama sa honor. And she was crying. Kasi hindi na masasama yung anak niya sa honor. Or, bakit po kayo umiyak? Okay lang po yan, ma'am. Sabi niya, baka magulat po yung anak ko eh. For all you know, baka expected niya na bumaba siya, no? Alam na mga bata kapag bumababa sila eh. Or ito bang bata ang malulungkot o ikaw yung nalulungkot at hindi nakasama sa honor ang anak mo? no? Ano ba yung goal mo? Ma-honor lang siya? O kapag nag-fail siya, matuto siyang tumayo? No? Kasi, di ba pwedeng laging panalo, no? Kasi meron talagang loss. There will be frustrations. Hindi umabot yung grade mo, sayang. What to do better next time? That strengthens their personality. Eh, pag reactive ka, ikaw pa yung unang bumigay, eh, patay na, no? Rejection will be there. But of course, there are other realities in life. There's always hope. You can still be successful kahit nag-fail ka. In fact, yung failure and failure and failure and you try and try again, that will lead to your success. The reality of love, na first broken heart ang anak mo, well, love is just there. It will come to you. And forgiveness, no? And happiness. Lalo na sa teenagers, sa high school, may mga friendship over pa yan. Ang dami nagkakagalit na mga magkakaibigan, ganyan. The truth about happiness and acceptance. Na-reject ka once na isang friend group, you will find a new set of friends who will accept you for who you are, no? I'd like to quote from Rudolf Dreikurs. We cannot protect our children from life. It is essential that we prepare them for it. So, i-prepare po natin sila. Overprotection actually discourage the child. Baka hindi niya, pag naramdaman ng bata na hindi, ayaw mo siyang pa-explore, ang nararamdaman niya sa sarili niya, he's a weak person or she's a weak person, hindi niya kaya. Ay, wag mo anak yan gawin. Ay, wag mo gawin yan anak. Ay, so, not because your child, also not because your child is well-behaved, ay okay na. Meron ako nabasang libro. Ito, ayan. Relational parenting. Maganda to. Dito may story na perfect yung anak niya, wala siya naging reklamo mula grade school hanggang high school hanggang college. Pero pagdating sa pagkatapos mag-graduate, doon nagloko yung kanyang anak. And then the parent or asking themselves, where did we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? It's a long story. Baka butin tayong 8:00. So, how do you get there to your goals? Yung gusto nyo maging ang anak nyo. It's important to define it so that you will be guided in your parenting. This is one way of becoming aware and directed. Ang one thing lang that I want you to take care of is the self-esteem of your children. Ang daming mga bata that would say they don't like themselves. Of course, yes, bahagi yun ng pagiging teenager, pero kailangan nila ng gabay. How about how your children feel about themselves? You always check on it, no? How they feel about themselves. And the child responds more to what parent feels than what parent says. How do you make them feel? Are they worthy? Or yung sabi nga nila, lagi na lang mali ko nakikita, lagi na. It has to be balanced. Kasi how we treat them, dun muna nila, yun ang una nagiging basis nila ng self-esteem. Pero yung self-esteem, mas malalim pa yan. It's anchored in the human dignity. And be the first to see that worth, the dignity that they have. Our children are created in the image and likeness of God. They are just entrusted to us. They also have intellect and free will, and we guide them, and we enrich that. Yun po, yun ang pinakamahalaga na sa ating parenting, we always consider their self-esteem, their self-worth rooted in the truth that they're created in the image and likeness of God. My ending is choose to be happy and choose your well-being. Kasi po ito yung magiging gabay natin sa ating pagiging good parents. So, thank you so much. May mga tanong po ba? Ayan ang tanong ko. May tanong po ba tayo? Kaso naka-off yung chat, so I wasn't expecting it would be this. Pero you can respond to Q&A if ever you have questions, or I'll be sending an evaluation po. Maybe you can just post your question there and I'll try to answer. Since bakasyon naman, I'll find time to answer your question. Maybe you need some parenting coaching. So, we'll try, no? We'll try. We'll have another session for this. And thank you so much for being here. Ilan po ba tayo? Sorry, medyo napahaba talaga ha. But thank you for being here and please share the good news to other parents na we are in a journey of becoming good parent. And it's all right to fail at times. Ang mahalaga, we try to move forward. Again, climb up the mountain. We have to be on top and our children will learn that. With this, maybe we can end with a prayer. Ayan. Would you like to share something? Naku, hindi ko na alam kung paano ko kayo papashare. I really would like to hear from you kung ano yung gusto niyo sabihin. Kaya lang, ayun nga, medyo nag-flop. Hindi ko na-try yung sa chat. Sorry. But next time, magkakaroon tayo ng more interactive. But I hope you did the things na yung mga pinapasagutan ko sa inyo, things that you need to reflect on. So it's 6:14. I took so much of your time, but I hope it's all worth it. We end with the prayer with the song Blessings. In the name of the Father, Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. What if the blessing?
We pray for blessings. We pray for peace. Comfort for family. Protection while we sleep. We pray for healing. For prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. And all the while, you hear each spoken need. Yet love is way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom, your voice to hear. And we cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, we doubt your love. As if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while,
I lost my connection yata. Anyway, so we end here po. Thank you so much. Please check on the evaluation link I posted. Hindi ko po alam kung ma-access nyo pala. But I'll be sending to advisors. Nasa Q&A din po siya. Ayan, may evaluation link po. If you know the parents who are here, maybe you can share the link to the parents po para makapag-evaluate. Your feedback is very important to us po. Thank you so much and we can end here. Thank you for coming. Thank you po. Thank you din po.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you po.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you, Miss. God
Photo op,
bless.
God
Miss.
bless. Ay, oo nga, I forgot. Ako, nasa generation ako na hindi ma-picture. Wala akong ka-picture-picture. Sa video na lang po tayo picture.